Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 6th chapter, 24th text. Matirmai nibadeyam.
Matirmai Nibadeyam.
Matirmai nibadeyam.
Matirmai Nibadeyam.
Na vipadeta karhi chit.
Na Vipadeta Karhichit.
Na vipadeta karhi chit.
Na Vipadeta Karhichit.
Praja sarga nirodhe api.
Praja Sarga Nirodhe Api.
Smriti cha mat anugraha.
Smritisha Madanugraha.
मति मयि निबद्ध मति महि निबद्ध इयं
Matirmai Nibadayam.
मति मयि निबद्ध इयं
Matirmai Nibadayam.
न विपद्येत करहि चेत्
Na Vipadeta Karhichit.
प्रजा सर्ग निरोधे अपि
Praja Sarga Nirodhe Api.
स्मृति च मत अनुग्रहात्
Smritisha Madanugraha.
मति मयि निबद्ध इयं
Matirmai Nibadayam.
विपद्येत न विपद्येत करहि चेत्
Na Vipadeta Karhichit.
प्रजा सर्ग निरोधे अपि
Praja Sarga Nirodhe Api.
स्मृति च मत अनुग्रहता
Smritisha Madanugraha.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time. Even at the time of creation as well as at the time of annihilation, your remembrance will continue by my mercy. Translation once again. Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time. Even at the time of creation as well as at the time of annihilation, your remembrance will continue by my mercy. Purport. Devotional service rendered to the personality of Godhead never goes in vain. Since the personality of Godhead is eternal, intelligence applied in his service or anything done in his service is also permanent. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that such transcendental service rendered unto the personality of Godhead accumulates birth after birth, and when the devotee is fully matured, the total service counted together makes him eligible to enter into the association of personality of Godhead. Such accumulation of God's service is never vanquished, but increases till fully matured. Very important shloka. It connects to Bhagavad Gita 2.41 once again. What context is going on currently is everyone is comfortable in English.
Yes, sir.
So, किसी को हिंदी required है? चलेगा? Okay, so this chapter is based on the conversation between Narad Muni and Sri Vyasadeva, where Vyasadeva asks the background of Narad Muni, whereby he asked that when the Bhakti Vedantas left, what did Narad Muni do further? So he said that since I was a summary of the chapter till now, he said that when Bhakti Vedantas left, so he was with his mother only, and mother needed protection. So, and out of affection also, these words are used in previous shlokas. He stayed back with his mother. But in any case, since he had served Bhakti Vedantas, so he had the seed of devotion in his heart, Narad Muni. Then suddenly, one day, uh, his mother went somewhere, and she got a snake bite. And when she got the snake bite, it she died immediately there. So immediately Narad Muni proceeded towards the northern direction. And when he proceeded towards the northern direction, then he was hankering a lot. He was somehow wanting to have darshans of Lord Krishna. So I hope you have read all these sections in previous shlokas. So one day, while he was meditating on the Lord, suddenly the Lord, as it is said in that shloka, the Lord appeared on the lotus of his heart, and he could see Lord and himself talking. He could see that the Lord and himself were standing in front of each other. So uh, immediately Lord disappeared. So he started hankering very badly. He had very strong desire to have darshans of Lord once again. So the Lord said that now within this life you will not be able to take my darshans again. I have given you this darshan just once so that you hanker for it. You have a strong desire to have my darshans. And for that, you will start doing the devotional service unto me. And with your perfection, the preceding two shlokas, that is 22 and 23, okay, right from 21. O Narad, the Lord spoke, I regret that during this lifetime you will not be able to see me anymore. Those who are incomplete in service and who are not completely free from material taints can hardly see me. So, those who have material taints, those who have material desires, even if there is a small desire, as Prabhupada said, to eat a gulab jamun, a small desire can bring you back to material world. If there is a small hatred, even for a animal like rat or maybe cockroach, there is a little bit of hatred. There is little bit of what to talk of hatred for human beings. There is a little bit of hatred even for the small animals. Then also you have to come back to the material world. Uh, any desire, any desire that is there will drive you back to the material world. So, does it mean that we should not have desires, we should become desireless? In that way, the life will become very dry. There will be no emotions. So, our philosophy doesn't say that. We are not into dryness. Prabhu, please stand up. We are not into dryness. We are into uh, creating a situation where there is a simultaneous detachment and attachment. That is our philosophy. The detachment from the material world on the basis of attachment to Krishna. Generally, the impersonalist philosophy is just detachment, and in that way, the life becomes very dry. But our philosophy is to have a great attachment to the devotional service and to the lotus feet of the Lord. When we start feeling attached to it, the detachment occurs automatically as a byproduct. We need not run after that. So that is what Krishna says. That is what Krishna spoke to Narad Muni. He said, those who are incomplete in service and who are not completely free from all material taints can hardly see me. So this shloka may make us think that we have to become detached. Yes, we have to, but on the basis of attachment to Krishna. That is what is understood in the further shlokas. In the text 22, as the Lord says, O virtuous one, you have only once seen my person, and this is just to increase your desire for me. Because the more you hanker for me, the more you will be freed from all material desires. The more you hanker for me, the more you hanker after devotional service. That is what Lord says. See, in any case, you may say that Prabhuji Narad Muni had a darshan of Lord, so he had a hankering he started hankering for the Lord's darshan once again. So he may be freed from material desires. How can we have darshans of the Lord? So Lord may, Prabhupada said that you should uh, you should not try to see God. You should act in a manner that God comes to see you. That is very important statement of Srila Prabhupada. Act in a manner that Krishna wants to see you. So if you become sincere, so how this situation of Narad Muni will get created in our lives? If we become sincere to our devotional service, if we become very much attached to our services, to personal services to Krishna, then only, see, everywhere in these shlokas, it is very well clear that those who think that on the basis of reading few books and creating few students and just talking to them, and those who think like that, that I will excel in my spirituality like that. So Krishna says it's not going to happen. The mantra is not knowledge. Yes, knowledge is required. We have to make our intelligence sharp. But what should be the outcome of knowledge is the devotional service. That is very important. Devotional service is something that will bring perfection. Not neither the knowledge is going to bring perfection, nor I mean neither knowledge is going to bring perfection in your lives, nor you, if some devotees I've heard that Prabhuji, I like book reading more. I read for 5 hours, I read for 6 hours, but I don't chant. So is it going to make sense? Vedescha sarve aham eva hi vedyo. What should be the outcome of chanting? What should be the outcome of reading the books? The outcome should be the devotional service, the personal services that we render to the Lord. And when we render such devotional service, tan, man, dhan, everything, body, mind, soul, we fully engage in the service of Krishna, then one day will come that Krishna will come to see us. Definitely, it's not going to happen very soon. We have to work very hard because आदो श्रद्धा तथा साधु संगा भजन क्रिया अनर्थ निवृत्ति has not yet happened. So anartha nivritti is very important. Till the time we are not into anartha nivritti, we are not fully free from kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, matsarya. Till that time, nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhav, and prem will not come. And Krishna will come to see you when you are at the stage of prem, not before that. So, and once you see Krishna, once we see Krishna personally, there will be a constant hankering to see him again. And that will increase our desire to do heavy devotional services for Krishna. And ultimately, such a devotional service, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Neha Vikarma Nashasti Pratyavayo na vidyate Praswalpamasya dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. That one who makes a little bit progress on this path will be saved from the greatest danger. It's very contradictory situation that something that's going to end with time, we concentrate our whole day on that. We concentrate our entire consciousness on our office. We concentrate on our entire consciousness on our dealings with people. We concentrate everything just on the material platform, and that is going to end surely. But when I go to the text 23 and 24 of Srimad Bhagavatam, of the first canto, 6th chapter, text 23 and 24, and Bhagavad Gita 2.41, it says what? Uh, By the service of absolute truth, even for few days, a devotee attains firm and fixed intelligence in me. Consequently, he goes on to become my associate in the transcendental world after giving up the present deplorable material worlds. And in the next shloka, Krishna says, intelligence engaged in my devotions can be at thwarted at any time. Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time. So if we engage our intelligence in the service of Krishna, then such intelligence will never end. Basically, this shloka means even at the time of creation as well as at the time of annihilation, your remembrance will continue by my mercy. You won't get vismarana. Everything, the remembrance of Krishna will remain forever. If we engage our intelligence in devotional service, in serving Krishna personally. This is the underlining point, and it is a very contradictory situation that something that is going to end for sure in the time to come, over the next maybe 30, 40 years, maybe that is not also guaranteed. Something that is going to end, we engage our entire consciousness on that, the whole day consciousness we engage. Somehow or other, all the activities should be dovetailed to remembering Krishna. Somehow or other, it's very important. Something that we are going to carry after this life, we are not concentrating on that. And something that is going to end with time, we are engaging our entire body, mind, and soul in that. It's a dangerous situation. It is just because of Avarnatmika Shakti and Prakshepatmika Shakti of Maya. Avarnatmika Shakti has turned off the lights of Gyan in our life. Like in a theater, it is turned off. And there is just darkness all around, and we are into illusion. And the Prakshepatmika Shakti drags us into illusion, where we think that whatever is there around is all truth. But it's actually, as Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first shloka says, that um, in that shloka, it's very clear that the material world is, although unreal, but it appears to be yatra tri sargo amrisha. It appears to be factual, although it is unreal, but it appears to be factual by the arrangement of the Lord, by the Maya Shakti of the Lord. So, in the purport, as Prabhupada says, uh, in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that such transcendental services rendered unto the personality of Godhead accumulates birth after birth. And when the devotee is fully matured, it accumulates. It will not diminish. It will not end. Whatever money you are earning, or whatever education you have gained, it will accumulate in your next life. If you have become an engineer in this life, okay, in this life I am an engineer, next life I will do doctorate. So next life I will be a doctor plus engineer. then next life next life I am already a doctor and engineer, now I will do CA. So I am now a doctor plus engineer plus CA. Does this accumulation happens in the material world? Will this accumulation happen? No. But Krishna says that someone who has fully acquired the gyan of Bhagavad Gita in his mind, he will be a graduate of Bhagavad Gita in next life. In next life, he can continue with Srimad Bhagavatam. And now, in the third life, he will be a graduate of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. He can continue with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and the other scriptures. He will have that intelligence internally where the Bhagavad Gita will be understood. I have seen many small children, maybe 4 or 5 years, when I went on a visit to Govardhan Eco Village. They were, I felt they had Bhagavad Gita in themselves. Just 3, 4 years children. They were knowledgeable. They not reciting the shlokas definitely, but they had basic gyan, the basic knowledge. So the only point is the graduation that you complete spiritually in this life will continue in the next one. The graduation that you do in next life They will add up in your third life, and someday, after few lives, a situation will come that Krishna comes to see you. And that time your hankering will start, prema bhav will start, right? And um, at the same time, the material education, although it is important for your current life, but we should do it as a service to Krishna. We should not engage our consciousness fully in it. Consciousness, engage your intelligence definitely in your studies, that is required in your job, so that you can complete them quickly and you can save time for Krishna consciousness. This is our philosophy. Engaging your intelligence in your work so that I get time to serve Krishna. Yes. If you do your services with this consciousness, if you do your office work with your studies with this consciousness, now someone, has sit down to study and is looking here and there for 10 hours. And Prabhuji padhai to ho nahi rahi mere se. And looking here and there. Now, neither he is doing any service to Krishna, nor he is doing his material studies. The entire time is wasted. Rather, we should always try that whatever job a materialist completes in maybe 3 hours, I should be able to do it in 1.5 hours, so that I save time for my service to my sweet Lord. That is very important. So materialists, the spiritualists, the devotees are much, much more faster than the materialist people. They are multitaskers. They can do 10 tasks at a time. Quickly complete it, get rid of it, be the topper in it, and save your time for Krishna consciousness. Because time is the only factor that you have in a very limited quantity. Now it is up to you that you do 3 hours job in 6 hours and then say, Prabhuji, I am very busy to serve in temple. That is up to you. And it is up to you that you do 6 hours job in 1 hour or 3 hours job in 1 hour. Quickly, 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 quickly. Krishna will give you intelligence. Definitely Krishna will give you intelligence to complete the work quickly. If you pray that Krishna, please give me time to serve you somehow or other, Krishna will give you that intelligence that you complete your material duties quickly. The same work, the same content. And in this matter, I have seen this practically happening in my life. So I can utter with a sufficient confidence that in the same time span, in the same time span where I used to complete my syllabus maybe at my academy, maybe I was able to complete syllabus once. Now in the same time span, I'm able to, complete my syllabus 1.5 times. I mean, 1 time syllabus done and half revisions done. So in the same time span, I'm able to do. And I'm not taking much of extra classes on Sundays now. Earlier, when I was not too active as a devotee, I used to teach every Sunday. And still, I used to find it very difficult to complete the syllabus. Now, I hardly take classes on Sundays because on Sundays, I'm engaged with you all over here. I hardly take classes on Sundays. Sometimes when it is very urgent, then only I go. Otherwise, Krishna, I just prayed somehow that please give me time so that I can serve you. The same activities are now being completed. Earlier, I used to complete my syllabus maybe in 220 lectures a year. Now I'm able to complete my syllabus in this time I have completed I'm just keeping a count. It has reduced from back in 2017 or maybe 2018. I took around 225 lectures in completing my syllabus and revisions. This time I have completed the same job. Last year I completed the same job in around 180 lectures. And this year I have completed the same job in around 172 lectures. And last year's result at my academy was best among the last 9 years' results. So you get the best results also. It's not just that you just quickly wind it up. No. You wind it up. Krishna will give you the intelligence to wind it up quickly. And if you try to engage yourself in the service of Krishna, the results will be also better. Lesser time, higher results. As Narendra Modi says, minimum government, maximum governance. You understand? With minimum efforts, more results are there. Then you have ample time to engage in services to Krishna. This is the secret of management of time. इतने बड़े बड़े सेशंस होते हैं टाइम मैनेजमेंट पे, उस पे कुछ नहीं है, यूजलेस है सब. टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज वेरी सिंपल. प्रे टू कृष्णा दैट प्लीज गिव मी सम टाइम फॉर योर सर्विसेज. The end result will be Krishna will give you intelligence to complete your material duties very quickly in a more finer way with better results. Do you understand? Krishna will give you intelligence to complete your work quickly in a more finer way with the better results. This will happen, right? Very important to understand. So that is why I always say, as Bhagavatam says, apply your intelligence in serving Krishna. That is very important. Any questions, or we can close? Any questions, any comments, any clarifications?
इंटेलिजेंस एंगेज इन डिवोशनल सर्विस का मतलब क्या है?
Praying to Krishna constantly and reading books and serving. Praying to Krishna that give me time for your services. Somehow. Pray very hard. I'm running short of time, O Krishna. I'm running short of time. I may leave this body anytime. It's not sure whether or not I will get the association of devotees in next life. Please, please give me time so that I complete my duties as well as I serve you. And sometimes it happens, as it is there in Vrajalila. I asked one devotee while traveling. I've told this earlier. While traveling from Gokul to Vrindavan, I was traveling. So I asked one senior devotee, Prabhuji, how is it possible that Gokul and Vrindavan are quite far? By car, I am taking 1 hour. How is it possible that Krishna used to carry 9 lakh cows with so many friends and used to reach Vrindavan on foot? And he used to walk barefoot. Krishna used to walk barefoot in Braja. He used to walk barefoot from Gokul to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, he used to have lunch with his friends. And the cow used to eat grass. And by evening, they were back. How is it possible that the distance that I'm covering in 1 hour by car, Krishna went there barefoot with so many cows, with so much of management, and came back by evening and did so wonderful leelas in Vrindavan? How is it possible? I mean, maybe if he starts at 6 a.m. in the morning, he will come back by 6 p.m. in the evening. Is it possible in 12 hours? It's impossible. It's very difficult. गोवर्धन परिक्रमा में इतना टाइम लग जाता है हम लोगों को, हम पैदल करते हैं तो वो तो काफ़ी डिस्टेंस है कंपेयर्ड. गोकुल और वृंदावन का डिस्टेंस कंपैरेटिवली काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, मे बी अराउंड 40-50 किलोमीटर्स. So 140 kilometers, 50 kilometers one way. So that senior devotee explained me that when Krishna used to walk from Gokul to Vrindavan, Bhudevi used to contract. The Bhudevi used to contract and the time used to expand. You understand? So Bhudevi reduced its path and Krishna reached quickly and time used to expand itself. Similarly, when you pray to Krishna, I have seen this happening in my personal life. When you pray to Krishna, that please give me time for your services. I want to engage my body, my mind, my intelligence, my everything in your service, my dear Lord. Please give me, I am ready to complete my duties. Please give me intelligence so that I can work quickly. If you do that, time will expand for you. The same 24 hours will work like 48 hours for you. Right? So this is the mantra of time management. All right. Hare Krishna. Himnish Prabhu says in the comment, Prabhuji in today's daily quote of Maharaj, he says that one must work bare minimum to keep the body and soul intact. Does this mean we should endeavor less for material duties? No, not exactly. Um, uh, we should work very hard so that people should see that devotees are uh, at number one in all the situations. This simply means that we should uh, constantly pray to Krishna that please give me time for your services. Uh, Krishna may reduce your work hours like that. But one understanding is this. The another understanding is, okay, I'm already earning suppose 2 lakhs rupees a month. I'm already earning. No, I have to become a billionaire. I want to earn 10 lakhs rupees a month. Now, what will I do with that money? Okay, what will I do with that money? Okay, I will buy an Audi. So, Maharaj's daily quote means that you should not hanker after such things. That I will buy an Audi, I will buy any BMW with this money, with this amount of money. You understand? So, I don't want to become a Ambani in any case. Yes. So, I'm not going to work like an ass. This quote means how to identify that we are endeavoring or not. This is what again Himnish Prabhu is asking. How to identify that we are endeavoring? Endeavoring for what? Endeavoring. How to identify that we are endeavoring or not? I didn't understand the question. Anyways, so
कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे हम ओवर एंडेवर कर रहे हैं या रिक्वायर
required endeavor is something as Guru Maharaj says in his quote that if you are able to maintain your body and soul together properly in a good condition for serving Krishna, that means your endeavor is sufficient. You need not endeavor more than that. All right. Uh, like there should be some decent lifestyle, not hi-fi. Generally, people are after the idea should be simple living, high thinking. The idea is opposite today. Simple thinking, high living. That is the main problem. So we should not over endeavor for material attachments. That I want this, I want that, I want that. So I will work like an ass. I want to buy a house worth 20 crores rupees. Where will you take it, bro? Are you going to carry it along? Okay, when I die, I will carry my house along. Is it going to happen? No. So something that you are going to carry, endeavor for that. Just keep the body and soul together. All right. And now this is a very subjective matter that someone is endeavoring or someone is endeavoring more or someone is endeavoring less. That can be discussed personally with the seniors. It's a very subjective matter. There cannot be a general answer to it. But we should understand that endeavors should be for serving Krishna. The material duties will be fulfilled with you being the topper as a side product. All right. Time management is this. Hare Krishna. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.